Welcome along, everyone. What was it like, that experience, jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
Just go out there and give it your all every time. And
when you're young and you get in your old man Superstock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Nanny. Look at that field. Doesn't it look fantastic?
Hey everyone, welcome along to Trackside with Kokpit, brought to you by GARAGE16. Kinser and Booker here for the next hour or so to give you everything that you will need to know. The build-up, which starts, of course, with an event tomorrow, then Friday, Saturday. It's the PTS Logistics New Zealand Superstock Championship 2024, 58 running, Meeanee Speedway. Booker, mate, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good, Kins. I'm doing real good. It's a bit hot here in the beautiful sunny Hawke's Bay, which is a good sign for us for this week, mate. I mean, we're in the 30s, 32s and stuff like that. It's hot, mate. But I can feel the excitement. You know, it's coming, man. I mean, you see it all over the social media, don't you? Everybody's talking about it. This championship that we're about to all watch, and this is what tonight's show's about, mate. And had a very quiet Christmas and New Year for myself. So we're going to get have some real fun, aren't we, mate?
Yeah, we're going to have fun. Look, at build-up, as you said, I think you're saying correctly, building up for this weekend's event. The weather's fine down there in the beautiful Hawke's Bay, and let's bring it on. You know, like you say, social media has just been blowing up over the last few weeks. But Happy New Year's to all of the viewers who have jumped on board. Tan's always good to have you on board. Richard and Trudy as well. Jeff over in the Philippines. Welcome to the show, Jeff. I hope things are going well for you. Kerry Gates, Aaron Ferguson. I understand Aaron had a birthday just recently as well. Carolyn's watching, looking forward to tonight's show. Annette Webb, evening, Happy New Year's to you. Scott Honeybone, up the South Island, no doubt. Matt Fitz, Maru Goodley, Brad Wright's watching as well. Nick Order is on board watching. Howdy Whānau, Happy New Year's. Well, Happy New Year's to you as well. And we're rolling into the first weekend of the 2024 month of January. And, mate, it doesn't get any bigger than the New Zealand Superstock champs. And, well, the man who's going to join us is going to tell us all about it.
That's right, mate. Yeah, we're going to talk to James from the track, the president there, but also we were going to have Jeff Bittnell from Kiwi Motorsport Media on, but he's been caught up out there doing more work, getting the stream ready for everybody, for those that can't make the event this weekend. He's busy getting it stuff. I know he's invested a lot of time and money into trying to make a great stream. We watched a stream of his, the one just after Christmas, and it looked pretty sharp. So if you're not going to make it to the track, Kiwi Motorsport Media is the only place to buy the stream. And just make a note to people, there's a lot of fake things out there at the moment. A track or a media company that's streaming not send you a friend request. Okay, so that's a sure sign that it's fake. If you get a friend request from Kiwi Motorsport Media, that's the problem. That's a problem. So don't accept any of that stuff. We'll just report those posts and ignore them.
Yeah, exactly. So many of this stuff is happening to a lot of the big events up and down the country, so just be mindful about that. Darren, hope you're all going good over in Australia. I know it's your birthday tomorrow, Aaron, so looking forward to that. Stu Russell, Thomas Jr., Hudanui's watching, enjoying. Everyone's watching a bit of Bay Park as well. Dave Thomas Lader is watching as well. So let's see how things will go. Mike and Paul in the commentary box, that's right. Yeah, Mike Wilson and Paul Hickey. A couple of the best going around. I know Stu's going to be doing this work alongside with Kiwi Motorsport as well. But anyway, let's bring in James Buckrell and get the lowdown on the big event.
Mate, I've got the screen a long way from me, so I better make sure I hit the right button, eh? Well, there we go, James. There we go. Look at that. I did. Hey, mate, how are you?
Yeah, we're good, mate. Mate, we were just talking off it earlier. You haven't gone grey like I have at the moment. I still look like Santa Claus, but you got a few greys there. Obviously, it's been a lot of work happening behind the scenes for the big event.
Oh, it's been unbelievable happening behind the scenes. And, just before we get into it, there's a lot of guys that need to thank. One of them that's, excuse me, is Davy Jones, Mark Alexander. Davy Jones, no introduction. Regan O'Brien and his wife Donna and his partner daughter Dominic. They're the ones that actually come up with the ticket, decided to do that system. Regan's been organising the working bees. Dion Best, our secretary, Debbie Melling. There's so many people out there to thank. A lot of people got to realise that most tracks have 2 years to organise a New Zealand champs or a speed. We had 6 months. By the time we ended up going club run and getting it together, so to have the meetings, to have the actual track running, and then organising New Zealand champs, we sat back the other day and I thought, Jesus, we did this in under 6 months. So absolutely amazing. I can't thank everybody enough that's there. And Shane Warner's another one, Kelly Warner. There's so many people to thank. It's just unbelievable what's been happening out there. And all the club members. Mm-hmm. I mean, every working bee we have, it looks like a meeting.
Yeah. You can't do it without the support of those people and your club members, can you? I remember going out there on practice for the start of the season, and they were still working. Mike Mack and all those guys were still working right up at the practice there this year to get things ready, and it hasn't stopped.
There's another one.
Mike Mack, yeah, another
Mike
one,
Mack
yeah.
And Claire Bunce as well. Claire McLaughlin now. Everyone, the guys that you always see out there, they've just been absolutely amazing, and everyone's done their bit.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
It's.
Yeah. There's going to be someone, no doubt, you'll always miss there, but everyone knows who they are. They've done all the work behind the scenes. But obviously, tomorrow night, there's a bit of a shakedown happening.
Yeah, well, as I said to you in one of the other shows, it's a practice, yes, but we called it a shakedown meeting. So, we've got mini stocks running and classic stock cars, so they're going to go out there and pedal around. And I think there's 87 super stocks are registered to go and practice tomorrow, something like that. Might be a bit more. Wow. So, we're just going to keep lining them up. You guys can try, they can try something, send them out, come back in and just keep going. A lot of the places I've been to over the years, the practice was always, it was rushed, it was fast, the track wasn't right. You really didn't get a chance to try anything. And then when you did, she was all shut down, you're loading your shit back on your trailer and heading home.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do a decent practice for everybody,
All right. So children 7 and under, that's free for tomorrow night. Others are $10. It works like, 6:30 is when that will start the practice for the super stocks. But just to give you a quick rundown, the shakedown. So drivers briefing at the club rooms. The drivers must attend out of those 87, obviously, and others 4 o'clock. Is that right? Tomorrow afternoon, eh?
Yep. I just sort of double check what you're looking at too. Drivers briefing for all drivers. Public gates open at 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
And racing, including practice, starts at 6:30. So everybody pays $10, even me, even the promoter, everybody does.
Yeah.
Because we're not trying to make money, we're trying to cover costs, which is, we're a club, but hopefully it'll be a success. And it's also a little bit of a rehearsal for what we're doing with the live streaming, making sure we've got little things like, everything is going right.
Mm.
Our goal is to, if we have any problems, that the drivers and the punters don't see it. You know what I mean? Behind the scene problems we can handle.
You can have a full test run basically tomorrow night of everything, can't you? And make sure it all works efficiently. Yeah, and that's a good thing. You're there on the Friday and Saturday night, or you're watching it on the stream. You want that event, you turn up to be grouse, and you as a club want it to be good, So I get it and most tracks do a shakedown of some kind before a New Zealand champs, but you've turned it into an actual meeting. So I think you've got the classics coming too, haven't you? Those boys coming tomorrow as well.
Yeah, you've got the classics and and the kids out there. Bit of a chance for us to get a class or two through. The classics were really on to us about wanting to come and race, but because Meeanee's got so many contracted classes, and then you have a rain out or two, everybody starts getting jammed out, and everyone's got a story to tell why they should be racing that meeting.
Yeah.
So it's just but it's a practice. It's a practice for the club as well, for everything involved. Whether it's the media, whatever we're doing.
Yeah. All right.
So, yeah.
What about scrutineering, James? What's happening with the scrutineering for the fans who may want to, catch up with the drivers, check out their cars, and what's happening there? Where's the scrutineering taking place?
Well, tomorrow will just be in the pits. That's per
Okay.
usual. Friday, what they'll do is they'll come in on the Napier side of the car park, unload their car, and they'll go through the gate, which is right next door. There's Tar Seal there, which is where the Hot Rod Club is, the Vintage Car Club. So that's going to be the scrutineering. So while the car's unloaded, going through scrutineering, their rigs will go and get parked into their spots because, we are a bit tight in our pits, even though we've extended them and made them bigger. But we want to make sure that we're parking the cars parking the rigs, as we go.
Mm-hmm.
So the crowd can go over and watch the scrutineering over in the next door. And then the car will drive to the pits and go through the scales and then at the trailer. I hate going to track, and one of the things we talked about in our committee was, you go to a track somewhere and you got to go somewhere else to unload, go through scrutineering, and then load back up and go to the track. It's actually very time consuming.
Yeah.
Especially for a lot of people that are traveling out of town, like if you're coming from, say, Wellington, you might travel on that day. So that, it just takes time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool. That's understandable. Then, of course, the big show gets underway Friday. So just a reminder, everything like James said from 11 till 3 on Friday. Driver's briefing for everyone is at 4 o'clock. Grand Parade, 6 o'clock. And then we get into the racing at 6:30, mate. And I see you got a few of the Southerners coming up. People like your Scott Honeybone and many others down there racking up the Southerners. But it's going to be a hell of a battle. And it's going to be a bloody big one on Friday.
Yeah, well, the one thing we have got also is we're running solo bikes both nights.
Oh, okay.
Before the race meeting. So they are between 3 and 5. Well, it started off, we only wanted about 8, and I think there's like 19 or something stupid now.
Wow.
But, hey, when you, as well as I do, you go to a big meeting and there's 2 or 3 hours sitting there watching a grader go around or a roller.
Yeah.
So we've got the bull ring in the middle. So we thought, hey, let's bring in solo bikes and and give the crowd something to watch while they're all waiting for the big show.
And you got the clowns back too, mate.
Yeah, no, same ones as from 2014. I think they might have been there in 2001, just quietly. Old Tony Derrick and Shane Laking and his so they reckon they were getting too old for it, and then they thought about it, and they're into the deal. So they'll be a big hero.
Mate, it'll bring the fun to the atmosphere as well. The kids will love it, the families will love it, and you've got to bring that extra hype. Like you say, you sit there for a few hours baking in the hot Hawke's Bay sun, and you kind of just watch a roller going around and a grader going around. It's like you get a bit lost, mate. But, plenty going on there. Hey, just a reminder as well, there is the live stream too on the Thursday, tomorrow night, with Kiwi Motorsport Media as well. And again, the live stream Friday and the Saturday. I saw Troy Rusco asking, do you know how many classics are coming, James, off the top of your head? How many classic cars?
No, I don't.
Nothing. Okay.
They'll be bringing a few. There'll be a good show.
Yeah.
And we've got a question too, kids. People with disability car park passes for the event, do they come in the Napier side or the Hastings side? Do you know? For disability
There's
parking?
one on each side.
One on each side. Well, there you go.
So
That's good.
the mighty mainlanders.
On the Napier side.
Yeah.
Have you seen your boys' washing machine lid or what? That's what we got up here on the questions.
He was just here before, and I got him to take a freezer that I gave to the club, and he stole a washing machine that I had, an old one.
Yeah.
So now it's got no lid on it. Because he said to me, do you reckon I should throw a strop over the top? I said, no, it'll be sweet ass.
There's a lid somewhere down the road.
I've got to go to town later. He wants me to look at it from the farm all the way in the town. I said, oh, I don't think so.
So how many cars in total, mate, racing for the championship? How many cars registered the race?
I think it was 136, something like that.
Yeah, something like that, eh?
Yeah, 2 have pulled out.
Okay.
And it's quite a few. I don't know what was the You guys would know. What's the most that people have had so far at a New Zealand title?
There you go. Well, I don't know, but I'm sure there'll be a fan able to answer that question, James. To be honest, someone will tell us what's the most. There you go, people. What's the most cars at a New Zealand title so far? Let's see if anyone knows. Maybe one of the three drivers coming into us might know as well, Kins.
You'd be just about right up there, to be honest, James. Huntley had a fair few last year. They dropped down from 120 odd, it dropped drastically down because of the weather, and it went to March. It might have dropped down to like 112. I know Ams is watching, and actually Ams, he's got a role to do at the track. We'll touch on some of that. But yeah, you could be actually leading the most. We'll see what happens. Someone will sort that one out and answer it for us. Just talk about Amaron. Ams, coming and do the flag.
Yeah, no, it was actually, we were going to get, we looked at some others and to come along to the flags was our guy that we got new this year. So, and this is what we're looking at covering bases. And we were sitting in a meeting and Regan goes, "Oh, old mate's staying at Waimarama at the moment." So I got him on the blower straight away.
Yeah.
So, how wave some flags for us. And he was wrapped and we're absolutely wrapped to have somebody of his capability, and he did the New Zealand's last year. He's done a lot of stuff. To have someone of his caliber to come and do the flags, and that's what we try to do throughout. Putting the right people in the right spots. So
Exactly.
He's been doing a fantastic job with his build up too for the New Zealanders. I mean, his page is just all the pictures, Akins, and everything he does, and his graphics and his build up he's doing, and he really is. He reminds me a lot of KJ with his wealth of knowledge of everything. When it comes to Speedway, is really impressive.
Well, he spoke about taking it back to 1975. He's actually got drivers, and it reminds me, honestly, I could produce that into a sticker of some of the well-known drivers that represented the B and became New Zealand champions. Everything he's done on that side. And it's not only the history that he's written. I saw Captured Media even did one earlier this morning. Glenn has written a bit of history there as well. And there is some wealth of knowledge out there, books. You're right, of people who know history around this championship. And, it's just, the hype around it on social media is really blowing it up to the next level. It's just something just outstanding. I thought Huntley done a bloody good job, but now everywhere's just been shared around this event all over bloody. It's gone nuts, even on TikTok, Instagram, it's everywhere.
Yeah. And
OnlyFans.
I just see someone put up 2021. 2021 Rotorua had 132 entries.
There you go.
We won.
You won by about 4. You won by about 4.
So on the sad day, then James, the sad day, so you'll get your top 20. What is it? Are we taking 2 from the repecharge or 1 from the repecharge? 2. So we get our top 24 on the sad day, and we take 2 from the repecharge. Scrutineering standing in the pits on that day, or are you going to go back over there again?
No, I'll be in the pits that day.
Yeah.
Just looking at my thing here. If scrutineering will be between 1 and 4. Oh no, they're still doing it in the Vinci Car Club by the looks of this.
Okay.
That's good. That's fine.
Suited.
No, same sort of thing. Gates open, Grand Parade, that sort of stuff, and then we get straight into the repecharge. We've actually tried to change the program as much as we can. So it's not the Superstock races one after another, because everybody wants to watch the repecharge, so we need those guys time to cool down their cars, get ready for whether they're in the finals now or the tier 2. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we've really tried to look at everything. It's those little things that make a big difference, and I know the guys that are in tier 2 want to watch the finals. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing worse than sitting in your car strapped in while the finals are happening.
Yeah. You've really thought about it. And the prize giving will take place at the club rooms as well once everything's been confirmed. Rotorua 132, as you said. Wanganui in 2020 had 115 entries as well. So, mate, you're top of Wongas and Rotas. So 136, you still lead it. Here we go.
Yeah, just quickly about the prize giving. The actual 1, 2, and 3 is going to be on the track.
On the track, there we go.
Yeah, and then like they'll get their trophies and a prize giving in the thing later on. This is Davy Jones's idea, where it's more of like an American thing where they get presented out on the track.
Yeah.
straight after. And then, obviously the prize giving will carry on from then. We did something a little bit different this year. We've recognised trophies and sashes down to 5 NZ. There's nothing worse than, a lot of people have got 4 NZ, which is a huge achievement. Hey, it's achievement just to qualify, let alone being 4 NZ, and, a lot of people get nothing. Which is, so we've done a few things like that. Zach Lawrence has actually done our trophies and stickers and all that sort of stuff for us. So he's been busy away doing that. So we've got some pretty good stuff coming.
So there's been a lot of work done at the track, like you said, obviously, and I'm guessing just give us a rundown on how the facility is going to look for those who are travelling. The food outlet side of things, I know some of the tickets areas have already been sold out. You've got GA tickets still available. Just explain maybe the setting that people may not be used to when they arrive to Meeanee Speedway.
Okay, well, there's a turn 4 is where the corporate is, and there's a grandstand gone in there. The gold grandstand is up in turn 2, up on the bank where the hot dog caravan normally is.
Oh, yep.
Yep. There's another new grandstand in turn 2, which is sort of a bit on the corner there, heading towards the Napier Straight. And there's another couple of grandstands gone in, one beside the lap scoring, and that section there.
Yep.
And there's another one up where the souvenirs box used to be. So there's quite a bit more seating going in.
Oh, cool.
Each seat, the other thing is each seat's been marked. Every seat's been marked out, and it's a big thanks to Matt Titter and his boys for doing that. So there's a space between on every seat. When we had the Guy Fawkes, we noticed that people were spread out on the grandstands. Even though we were full, we could have put more people in the grandstands. People are laxed out as if they're in their lazy boy at home. So we need to stop that happening. So, by having a marked seat, and if you come along and see somebody taking up 3 seats, like, hey, move along.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And the food side of things, is that all going to be in one area, or is it still spread out?
So there's 2 areas. So behind the chicken shop there, we've actually got rid of the fence and pushed it all out, and there's a food court area down there.
Oh, okay.
There's a barbecue place. There's Don O'Brien Caffeine and Chills Coffee. I think the donuts are down there, a few of them. And also on the Napier side where the Napier toilet is, there's another food court there. We've got an Asian noodle house thing. There's all different types of food vendors, garlicators. So we're trying to look at all different, not everybody wants a hot dog and chips, eh?
Yeah.
So we're trying to have some different food vendors there. Oh, and Mr. Whippy. Got to have Mr. Whippy. Hot day.
I knew they were coming. They made me a special one in Rotorua at Aikens because they didn't have the one I wanted, so they invented an ice cream for me. That's what Fat Man thought. We'll get him an ice cream.
He wasn't happy with this little boat ice cream. He wanted a big bloody,
huge,
huge bloody thing. Camping is fully booked at the moment. GA tickets still available. So, like everything we've just discussed, make sure you jump on their Facebook page. Everything's all pretty much on there. And like Booker said at the start of the show, just watch out for some of those fake pages and don't accept a friend request from Meeanee Speedway. Just
the other one I've been seeing too is people have been going on our Facebook page saying, "Oh, I bought tickets. I can't go. My seated tickets are for sale." And you actually have a look at their profile, and they're a made-up profile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the latest one they're doing. So people need to be aware of that.
Yeah, you can't hold. You have to be aware if you get scanned by someone doing that. You can't hold Hawke's Bay responsible for that. You've got to be aware yourself and check things out before you start handing money over and signing up to things. Don't bag the club if you get caught out, because there's lots of warnings out there for people to know not to take this stuff. And if you're unsure about something, then get hold of the club or someone that knows rather than making that mistake. So, look, I think it's going to be a fantastic event. The weather's, mate, we'll give people weather updates each day. I'm only 5 minutes from the track, so I can let people know what the weather's doing. But it all looks good. The forecast looks good. The racing looks good. The class of drivers looks good. Everything just looks like it's coming together and going to be an amazing event. It all starts tomorrow night. If you can't make it, the only place to watch it is Kiwi Motorsport Media. Jeff and his team, he's brought a lot of new cameras in, a lot of new people in to help. We're going to be joining them to do some stuff as well. I see Stu's going to be in the pits there doing some stuff. We're going to be doing some stuff out in the crowd for him as well. So I'm just really pumped about it, to be honest. I'm excited. We're going to have a great 3 days, Kins, aren't we?
Oh, mate, I can tell you're excited. You've been excited since you found out they were going to be hosting it 6 months ago. Hey, just a reminder too, merchandise, T-shirts, bucket hats, hoodies, it's all there as well. No doubt it'll be on sale at the site as well, I would guess. Also, the online sales, that'll close. Yeah.
That's actually down behind the chicken stand.
Okay.
The merch, New Zealand merch tent. Down in the food court, you'll see it there. So the other one I just saw come through is, hey, James, a live stream, can you buy it one night at a time or a combo? I'm pretty sure it's one night at a time if you like.
Yes, and you can do that now. Yeah. You can actually purchase each one per night, and you can do it now. You can pre-purchase it now. So, and he's made it so you can cast with iPhones, Android phones, everything. So he's invested and made it so everybody can stream to their TV, basically. So that's another good thing. But nothing beats sitting in the seats and watching the racing. But if you can't make it, then Kiwi Motorsport Media is the place to stream it.
Just quickly, James, will the programs be available on sale tomorrow night?
Yes.
There you go. Cool. There you go. Jason, there we go. I think that's pretty well lit. That's everything that we all need to know around the build-up for tomorrow. Obviously, Friday and Saturday. Once again, PTS Logistics Limited 2024 New Zealand Superstock Championships. The big event getting underway tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, the 58th running. So there we go.
We'll let you finish up. James, you got anything else?
Yep, I've got to thank our sponsors. I mean, Scotty Myers and the whole Myers and PTS Logistics have been absolutely awesome. You know, sponsoring the event, not just the event, but also the track, as I said once before in one of these shows. The other one is old Ashton Maulala, TWS, for sponsoring second tier. I mean, I think the whole conversation took all of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, I said to him, "You going to sponsor us, or what are you going to do?" And he goes, "Yeah, no, send me a bill. We're good to go." That was it.
That's right.
You know, and that's Lala. You know, he's old school. He's a bloody good bastard.
Oh.
The other one is Regan O'Brien and Next Aluminium. They're sponsoring the third tier. And a lot of our track sponsors as well. You know, without those sort of guys helping, you know, these things don't happen. You know,
no.
And that, you know, it's a lot of money and a lot of commitment from these businesses to put in that sort of money. You know, it's just great to see.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's awesome, mate. I wish the club all the best for the weekend, and no doubt we'll catch up out there. And hope everybody has a fantastic time. And thanks for joining us tonight, James. We really appreciate your time. We know it's a busy time for you right now to get everything done, and the club working hard. So we wish them all the best, don't we, Kins? And we'll certainly see them over the weekend.
No, thank you guys very much for doing an awesome job. Thank you.
Awesome, mate. See you tomorrow, James.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, see you, mate.
I'll grab a washing machine lid and bring it down to you. I'll bring it down to you tomorrow, right?
If you're on your way up, if anybody sees a washing machine lid, give the mincer a ring.
Cheers, mate. See ya. Okay, so that's awesome. So that's what's happening. There's your itinerary, people, and all information can be seen on Meeanee's Facebook page, web page, and I think a lot of information on the Kiwi Motorsport Media page as well, Kins, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a lot there, a lot of information all over the place, heaps going on there. Have a great event, Annette Webb, safe travels for all those. Yeah, happy racing, everyone. We touched on it earlier with the classes running on Friday. I think it was, what was the Street Stocks on Friday?
On Friday? I think he did say Street Stock. It was Friday. Oh, when you paid attention.
I was, but someone's come and asked the bloody question now. We had it all before. I think mini stocks and classics tomorrow at the practice.
Tomorrow's classics. Yeah. Mini stocks. Yep. Tomorrow night. Yep. 100%.
Friday's all supers. Yep. Cheers, James.
And then Saturday will be the other classes and the solo bikes in the middle before the racing as well.
Yeah,
so both nights as well. So that's cool. All right, let's bring our 1, 2, and 3 NZ. Hey, let's go. See if I can hit the right buttons here.
Streety Saturday.
There's one. And we'll do it in order, shall we?
Yeah, go on. 2.
And so I've lost the other button. There it is. And 3. There we go. Hey, boys, how are we?
Yeah, good, thank you.
All good.
Oh,
Waiting for Ash. He's got a little delay there.
oh, has he? Asher's got a
Boys.
little delay.
He's all good.
Yeah.
Hey, you heard James talking and giving a breakdown on the big event. You 3 boys obviously put up your single digits, your podium that you all won back in March at Huntley. And, mate, doesn't get any better than a bit of practice tomorrow night, Ethan.
Yeah, we're not attending the practice tomorrow night, but I'm sure we'll be watching live streams and whatnot to see how the track goes. But we'll still be at Dad's working the cars, making sure they're 110%, and then head over Friday morning. So, yeah.
Is that you two, Josh? Not practicing tomorrow? You're going to waltz over Friday?
Yeah, now I'll meet up with the boys on Friday and we'll cruise up Friday morning, yeah.
That's the same as Ash.
I'd say it'll be Asher the same. I'd say
It'll
it'll be a meeting at Rees headquarters on Friday, and then the convoy will start, I suppose.
Asher, what's it been like,
Yeah,
mate?
it's just
Oh,
busy with work.
carry on, Asher. Carry on, sorry.
Oh, no, it's all good. We're just busy with work, so we've got to get a few customer stuff done so we keep them going, and then we can get into our own racing. Obviously, without our customers, we don't do what we do here. So, yeah, no, we're all looking forward to it. Just no time for practice, unfortunately.
I suppose just to start with you, Asher, when you think about it, March, the time's come around real quick. The 1NZ is going to be up for grabs again. It's gone real fast.
Yeah, it definitely has. It obviously hasn't in some ways too, because it's been 4 years. But yeah, I'm very excited to be having a challenge on this.
Josh, mate, your 2NZ's up for grads as well. Of course, the runoff, we all saw that at Huntley. And, mate, bring it on.
Yeah, definitely. It's been good, like, having it. But yeah, definitely up for a challenge this weekend, and try to retain it if we can. But definitely, it's going to be a hard task to qualify with all those groups, and we'll try to do that first, and then we'll worry about the rest later.
And I suppose for you, Ethan, you either want to go to where Josh has the 2 or where your brother's got the 1. Only can go forward for you, 3NZ. And if you look at the TAB, mate, they put you right up there. And, mate, it doesn't matter. Just got to bring it on. And if you survive the Friday night, you survive.
Pretty much like Josh said, we're sort of going there Friday night to qualify, and then anything after that's a bonus. Obviously, it'd be cool to try and defend our number and go 1 step or 2 steps further. But, yeah, Friday night's a big night, so we get through that first, and that TAB thing's a bit of an over thing, isn't it? But yeah.
So are you? I haven't looked at the groups properly. You're all in separate groups, or you? Oh, you will be because you're seated, so you will be in different groups, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And is the old man in a different group too?
Yeah, I think he's in group 4. I'm pretty sure going off the groups they released. So yeah.
Yeah, Asher's in the Weymouth group, Josh is in the Warner group, Ethan's in the Fareham group, and I see Pete's in the Penn group. So good to see the group's been named after some great names from, of course, the Hawke's Bay region, and obviously being associated with a single digit over the time. But, mate, what is 136 cars from memory? I think James said the biggest ever.
Wow.
And wow.
That's
going to be hard.
Yeah. So if you qualify through to the finals tonight, and he's in your way, Josh, is Asher going to get bunted out of the way, mate, or what?
Oh, we definitely go out there and give it our all. We definitely go out there and give it our all and try and make a spot where we can. So I think the biggest task is getting through qualifying night, Can't really look past that at the moment. The quality of cars in the country now is so massive that it's just going to be a hard task no matter what on the first night.
Yeah. Mark Goodman says a good comment here, actually. 1, 2, 3 NZ. We're a credit with what the boys went on to achieve over a 12-month period. Good luck for you all as well. And everyone's talking, Asher, you know, is there a possibility of a three-peat? You had to have Scott Honeybone jumping there up the South Island. Come on, the Rees boys, safe travels, bring their numbers back. You got some good supporters out there. And what's it been like, you know, and I'll start with the 3NZ. Ethan, what's it been like since you've carried the 3NZ, you know, since claiming that? Has it changed you in some way, or as fans growing, or you just carry on doing what you do?
That's sort of nothing's really changed in my opinion, except for just the number. But it sort of makes you sort of feel like you have to race every weekend or promote the number every weekend, because it's not a number that's easy to get. But it sort of makes you want to race every weekend. But obviously you can't. Sometimes you're busy in that, so it sort of guts you in that way. But in terms of fan-wise, fans still follow us no matter what. But yeah, it's been good though. Having a number on the side of a Superstock's been pretty cool. So
yeah. And Josh, yourself with your 2NZ?
Nah, it's still the same. Like it's just an honour having the number, and then obviously you're just trying to represent that number and your sponsors, and that as much as you can around the country where you've got it. Trying to get to as many tracks as you can to support them. But like Ethan said, it is quite hard sometimes. Like people do expect you at every track to why is someone not there? Why you're not there racing? You know, you got a number on your car, but yeah, you still have life stuff outside of it as well that you got to deal with. So it's been awesome, and yeah, I think like the three of us have tried to get to as many tracks as we can and do what we can. So it's been awesome.
And Asher, what about you? You know, back to back with the 1NZ in some sense. I'm guessing a fair bit of pressure on you with the 1NZ to try and make most meetings. But hey, you've had a busy life like most of these, like these two here, and many other drivers out there as well. It's just been hard, I would guess.
Oh yeah, it's all a juggling act. You know, everyone's got families and a life outside of Speedway, like Josh said and Ethan said. You know, it's you got to make the best of the best and like make the best of the bad situations. You know, you can't have a good day every day, but yeah, when you do go out and get to the track, you do try and represent that number, and like Josh said, your sponsors and your fans as well as you can. You know, you try and get that car on the top step again for them, just because they back you. You know, your sponsors put so much time and money in, and just like the crews, you know, they put a little bit more into to represent that number to try and make it go just as well. So yeah, there's no real pressure, but at the same time there is a little bit of pressure.
What was really good too last Thursday at Bay Park was good to see parked up next to the 19M to 38M was a 1, 2, and 3NZ, of course, at Hoki Ashby's memorial race. So you see a lot of photo footage all over social media. Just really cool to have the 1, 2, and 3 next to obviously Ross Ashby, whose dad that race was all about, and obviously his good mate Kerry Remnant. Motu Goodley, all three of these guys that we're speaking to, good comments. 1NZ and stock cars as well. So major respect where needed. Heaps going on. Books, you got anything, mate?
Oh, I was just going to say, I just wanted to touch on the. I had I had an interesting talk in the Gisborne Speedway club rooms when I was down there with the boys and with someone, and they talked about the pressures of 1NZ being there, and I was just wondering if, but Asher sort of touched on it, but is it you don't feel that little bit extra, mate? Like the person I was talking to said that sometimes it feels like too much to be 1NZ, and you just think it'd be easier to just have your normal number and go racing rather than have that pressure of 1NZ on you. Have you found anything like that sort of, like at times where you thought to yourself, maybe I'd be better off just being my 126 or rather than being 1NZ all the time?
Oh, nah. I think it's an honour to be able to get to that top step and then to be able to represent it for 12 months or a bit longer in Huntley's case, or quite a few years longer actually from COVID and all that, and then to re-earn it when it did get run again. It was like at the time of Huntley, I was happy for it to be going because it was 2 years in the making. but then once I earned it again, it was more or less like I felt like it was just meant to be there for another year, like I'd earned that spot again. And I don't feel like there's ever any time where I felt like it'd be better to be 126. I sort of love that if someone's going to have a go, they're going to have a go because they want to, it's not because of a number or anything like that. It's definitely got the old social media people hyped up, like back to back and all that stuff. It's great for my sponsors and the partners who join our team, it's not cheap to do this, and any little bit I can give back is just a big bit to them. They're happy as with that sort of stuff, because at the end of the day, any exposure is good exposure, whether it's me winning or getting smoked by someone. It's on the internet, people love it. Like, it doesn't matter. So I just, there is pressure to make or give back to those sponsors. Like, they love a thank you, but I'd love to see their name on the internet.
Yeah.
Good answer, mate. Yeah, I must say, I'm very impressed with the way all three of you turn up at the track each week with your cars looking just charming. I was mentioned to Asher there, Kinsman, at the Bay Park. I mean, the cars and Josh's and all their cars just look utterly brilliant and beautifully presented before race meeting every time. And I think that's how a 1, 2, 3 and Z should be. Your car should be on target time. Some people go, oh, it's all flash and all the rest of it, but that's all part of it, isn't it? Because if your car looks good, your sponsors are jumping on board, it's getting attention, and it does the whole package. So I take my hat off to all three of you by the way you present your cars and the way they're kept so looking good every meeting. So yeah, I think that's an awesome job by all of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think that's by every driver too out there, because these days you see so many cell phones taking photos and it's uploaded to social media platforms pretty well instantly.
Yeah.
But it gives your brand, your car's just instant coverage, the look of it, the sponsors, and there's different angles. There's just so many people now. Click, 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 videoing every bloody thing you can think of these days. It's like non-stop. I know we're in there doing our little bit, but every time we've been around books, there's always someone there filming, clicking. Just so much bloody photographers around doing it. So, you got to have it looking 100%, obviously, because they'll be the first ones to take a photo if it gets damaged or whatever. But yeah, presentation to its best.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Yeah, they really. I just think a lot of people represent it well now, don't they, with their cars? But I mean, yeah, social media has and with the phone quality, like we use our phone for our streaming, and that's why so many photos go out there for your social media, but even the good and the bad, But I don't think you guys get too really involved in the social media, though, do you? You sort of step back a bit from it and just let it happen yourself, Ethan?
Yeah, sort of just look on from, I guess, the seat looking onto the phone, really. But you get the odd occasion where you sort of feel like putting a comment or something, but I just find it quite funny to put like the like button or something just to make it feel like they're doing something cool. But other than that, we try not to get involved in that stuff. It's all child's play, really. But like Asher said, it sort of makes us better as well, because all the haters sort of make us want to go harder and prove them wrong as such, and it's good publicity for our sponsors and whatnot. And so it's good, I reckon, in a way. So keep going, I say.
Yeah, keep going. I love what you're saying. Keep going. Just keep going. Hey, books, bloody bugger them. Hey, Ethan from Thomas Junior Huranui, the Pollock trailer is still big enough to hide away from some of those fans, mate.
Yeah, it's definitely a good trailer. Yeah.
It's great for
so
the
you guys all got
show,
your families coming with you this weekend? Everyone's got you've all got families, everyone's joined you for this great event?
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
That's where you made. That's last New Zealand. That's how you got your loose baby. Just come too, Ethan. You better behave yourself this year, mate.
Yeah. No, we'll be wrecking it up. Trust me.
That's what we were joking about that. Brian B-Man Walker, Asher, thanks for signing my T-shirt and hoodie at Rotorua. Very much appreciated that.
Yeah, so it's don't be afraid either, people. If you're in the pits and you see these guys, they're happy to talk to you. If you want to get a photo and stuff, that's what it's all about. Like Josh, the fans coming up and showing their appreciation as well. It's nothing like it.
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to be able to take 5 minutes out of like what you're doing at the track and talk to the public and talk to fans and say thank you and give a kid a sticker or something. It makes their day. It's amazing how many kids are real shy to ask for a sticker, but then when you give them a sticker, they're stoked. Nah, we're always willing to talk to anyone and have a yarn. Makes the day go quicker too.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, now you mentioned stickers and that type of stuff. Are any of you guys going to have your 1, 2, or 3 NZ merch available, or is it just all solely online? Or any stickers? You mentioned stickers. Anyone's going to have anything there? Stickers or T-shirts for the fans? Nah, just online.
I'll have stickers. Well, I think probably all of us will have stickers, I'd say.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
So don't be afraid, kids. People, tell your kids to go up and talk to these three. They'll be happy to talk to you and give you a sticker if they've got one. Take a photo with you. Don't be afraid. That's the thing. I think sometimes in our sport, the people, they get a bit scared to come talk to you, but they're just normal people and they're happy to talk to you. So go and say hi. Go and it's. We need more. I think, Kins. We need this interaction more with the fans and the drivers. Just to. It all makes it all so much more an enjoyable experience.
Oh, exactly. Look, if Booker and I are there and you spot us there and you want to bring your family, your kids to come along to meet these three or any other drivers and you're a bit shy, just come up and grab me or Booker. We'll take you over there. We're not shy, so we'll take you along. The more experience you have, the fun you will have. And it's no different to, who was it, Brian, that said thanks for getting his autograph on his shirt and so forth. So, yeah, just come and ask us. We don't mind taking you out to them, meet them, and nothing wrong with saying a hello.
Josh.
Josh has just dropped out. Just dropped out for a sec.
Phone gone flat.
Might have gone flat. Sean Kingy, old DK, wishing you boys good luck. Go hard this weekend. Amron's in there watching now. We'll catch up with you. Am's there as well. All the best for the weekend, guys, from Kerry Gates. I know Tyson talks to Ethan quite a bit. That's from Moto Goodley. Bex, will all of them have their stickers? Yeah, they'll have some stickers there, Bex. So come along and grab a sticker. Jacob, for you, Asher, while you're here, mate. Question for Asher. What would it mean to do a three-peat and make history?
I think that's what it would be history. But like the boys said, you have to get through qualifying first.
Yeah.
I see everyone on the internet's going, I'm one of the only drivers carrying current form into this title that has potential to do it. But I think if anyone can do a back-to-back, they've got a fair chance of doing a three-peat too, So I'm no different to anyone else out there, but obviously if that opportunity arises and we do manage to secure it, that'd be another dream come true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look at what you three achieved at Huntley, honestly. Yeah, just unreal.
Yeah, well, I think this time, I think you might. I mean, we spoke about it last year at Huntley beforehand, didn't we? About you were expecting someone to have a go. I got a funny feeling someone might have a go this year, to be honest. But I'm sure you'll be ready for that, Asher?
Oh yeah, we're always ready for that. It's all part of the game we're in, and let's get into it. I guess we're a couple of days out now. We've got to get some final prep work done, and then it's all game on track. Like fastest car and luckiest driver is going to win at the end of the day on either night. Qualifying and finals. So yeah, I'm just stoked to be lining up in this 136 car field and hopefully making my way to the top 26.
Yeah,
it takes a lot of luck, doesn't it, Ethan, in fields like this, just to qualify. I think. I mean, if you get a puncher, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, there's definitely quite a lot of luck involved. And it's actually a quote that team manager Scotty Ross always says: "You have good luck, good cars, and good driver to make the perfect combo." And if you don't have good luck or good gear, you could fall short. So it's sort of something that, it's comes down to a flat tire or a flat battery or something dumb, something stupid like a master switch that goes wrong and your car doesn't refire or something. Just something silly that could ruin your weekend or anyone's weekend. So it's all part of it, really.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, something that's valued at like $2 could really stuff the whole bloody weekend and fall to shit. And
Pretty
before you
much.
know it, the car's got to go on the infield. Mate, as long as people who want to do these things in the sport over the weekend do it legit on the track, you know, I don't want to see any other rubbish stuff, and I'll leave it at that. Just whatever, you know, you guys stick to the rules. As long as it's on the track and it happens, it happens. All legends, good luck, boys. I do watching from Queensland. That's Gav over there, Gav Lamas, watching over
he's
in Queensland.
got Go the Rees chassis. There's plenty of
Go
those
the
out
Rees.
there this year, isn't there, eh?
Let's talk about that in the Hartley combination, because you're pretty boisterous, obviously, in the middle of Huntley when you said if you want to be with the 3 years, either buy one and join them. I'm guessing business pretty well took off after the Huntley, didn't it?
Yeah, it definitely took off in that way. Not only the Rees combo, we've got a whole the Rees Hartley combo. We've got a whole lot of other combos out there at the moment. We've got a couple of HREs, we've got a couple of Ace ones going at the moment, and they're all going very well. Obviously, a couple of old CSL ones that are still CSL engines. He's no longer around anymore, but yeah, I think we build a combo that can work well with any other engine builder as well. It's just proven at the moment that our one's at the top. So yeah, business is good for us chassis wise. So let's just keep it going strong. You know, like at the end of the day, everyone goes to a throwaway car after a year, but at the end of the day, the driver or the person sitting in it has to go to work every Monday. They've got a family to go to. So we don't care if ours crumble, and we just carry on. You know, you fix it on Monday instead of being laid up in a hospital bed and your car's mint though. You can't race it though.
No, exactly. I think Booker's looking at something. He might be trying to remove a couple of links.
That's putting up a fake link in our thing already.
It's already started. Look, people trying to share some bloody links. See ya. Get them out of here.
I had a question too in my head, and I just saw that, so now I've forgotten my question. I can't believe these people are still trying. You know, they're just seriously.
All right. Well, while Booker's doing that, Ethan, you've done many laps at Meeanee. How have you gone? Really, honestly, with Meeanee, how do you find Meeanee track?
To be fair, last time I raced there would have been, I think it was 2017 for the GP. I think they had over there. So to be honest, I don't really know. Haven't raced there for a while.
Okay.
I went there for the opening up with Dad and Josh when they went there this season. But yeah, I mean it's another track.
You didn't get the best of track.
In the piece.
Yeah.
Like James Buckrell in the piece, it's either going to be really, really slick or hopefully not rough, because that's what I went to last time. So
yeah.
But the track's a track, same for everyone else. So we'll sort of drive around it and make it happen.
What about you, Josh? How you found Meeanee?
Yeah, good. Yeah, done a couple meetings in a super there. Had some good luck there in a stock car, but yeah, it's looking forward to it. It's another track, another weekend to get to race. Very fortunate for that. The track will be the same for everyone. So yeah, it's just going to come down to the luck and gear. You know, good gear. So yeah, it'll be good.
All right. And Asher, obviously Meeanee, how's it been for you over the years gone by?
To be fair, the last time I raced there properly, as in a whole meeting, was the New Zealand's in 2014 or whenever it was.
Ooh.
So I have done one race there at the under 25s, quite a few years ago. Obviously, I'm a bit older now, but that rained out. So 10 long years, and I've come a long way since my New Zealand title there. Obviously, that was my second or third New Zealand title I'd ever done, and we did qualify for the main show, but we had a bit of a bad heat in the first one, so decided to go stir it up in the second one, and then sort of got smoked in the last one in the first corner, which was pretty cool. But yeah, it sort of ruined the guy that got me, so my job was done in that final. It wasn't very much of a spectacle final, but I did my part.
Yeah, did your part, mate. Who else? All the best guys, all the best
just so
in the
many
business,
people,
Linda.
obviously wishing you guys so well. Huge fan base watching tonight, just wishing you all the best for the weekend. But we're talking about the track. I mean, we've had some serious heat here, like serious heat in Hawke's Bay. I mean, we're talking 30s, 32s last 7 days. and still getting hotter. I'm sitting here now baking like it's just ridiculous. It's hard for a fat man, I can tip you. But I think the track's going to be hard and slick, to be honest. Would you prefer that to, the sort of drivey, rutty track, even though it's drivey? What's your preference there? We'll start with you, Josh.
Oh, definitely, rather slick in that than big ruts, like it's challenging, gear, easier to break gear. So, whatever the track surface is going to be, we're going to have to adapt to it, So it's going to be the same for everyone out there. So we'll just adapt accordingly. But yeah, flat and slick, we'll be happy.
You similar, Ethan?
Yeah, kind of what Josh did as well. I guess the beauty of having New Zealand's during the December break or early January is that it's good weather, but it's not good for the track either. I mean, if you go anywhere, any track from January onwards is pretty slick because of the heat, as you guys said. So it's going to be slick. So we'll prepare for it and drive around it. That's, I guess, what makes good drivers to adapt to any condition, really. So yeah, but definitely slick track over a motocross track, definitely.
Yeah, Josh might like a motocross track. I'm guessing you're no different, Asher, to Josh and Ethan. I'm guessing everyone's all in the same boat, 136 drivers all in the same boat with the track that they're going to get.
Oh, yeah, I think it's just we know the track that we're going to get is what we get given. You don't get to choose. They don't get to tell you what it's going to be. I'd rather just have one track for 2 nights than 2 different tracks. So I remember the last one, and I know what James was saying about in 2014. We only remember the first night, and we do because it was like going over the Paihe to a track, but with about 100,000 more potholes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very pleasant to drive in, and then you prep your car for the second day for that, and it's a slick dust bowl that you're chasing your car for the night, which is fine, and they did the best they could. But yeah, consistency is key for all drivers involved in this. So if the track can be consistently slick, sweet as. Yeah. We all know what we're in for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else there, Books?
No, I think it's great to see the amount of people just wishing you all the best. I mean, there's a lot of people. I mean, yeah. Few that are the social media, mate. I think a few are trying to predicting a back for young Asher. I said to his dad that I think he's got a high chance of doing it. I might go put a lazy fiver on him at the TAB, but he told me not to waste my money. Eh? Maybe Dad thinks he's going to take you out, Asher. What do you reckon?
Oh, he wishes.
He's waiting for a win. He was telling me he's just waiting for one NZ. He'd like to do it at Gisborne, when they have it there. He'd like to do it there. And
shit, that'd be a fast NZ. Man, that track blew my mind that weekend there. It was so cool. Such a cool track, Gisborne. I'll be back there in a few weeks' time as well. You guys will be there too, I think, for the 2-day meeting. So, yeah, that's going to be awesome. But, I think that's it. Yeah, everybody's just...
Ethan, from Arawiri, Cody Marshall, what time are you going down to Dad's tomorrow?
7:30, boy. I'll be there.
There you go, 7:30. Hi, Chloe. Chloe Burley's watching. Jason Clark, no V cars have ever made a final at Meeanee out of the current V drivers. Well, hey, there are a lot of V cars now.
And there's some good drivers.
Going good.
I mean, you've got a lot. You got Dykstra, obviously, the landlord that Ash is not allowed to hit. And but like, Dylan Marshall, that young Trent.
Yeah, Trent James.
There's heaps. I'm trying to think of a name.
Kalen Mooney. Yeah, there's a few of them out there.
I think listen, to be honest, you're going to be hard pressed to pick your top 26 and predict who's going to make it. Because, I mean, there's so many top cars out there now as well, and drivers, and everybody's really humming. I mean, I've been to a few tracks this year, and the intensity in the drivers and the track now is just incredible. I mean, do you guys feel like this season, the racing you've done, that everything's sort of stepped up another level this year? Do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Everyone's sort of put their foot down, or they've all come and joined us, I guess, in the Rees car clan, which is fine. But like someone said, don't you get sick of making cars and that challenge you? And I was like, not really. At the end of the day, it just drives you to do something different or build a better car,
Yeah. Oh, well, I think when's the house inspection, Asher? That's Am's asking when the house inspection is. Oh, well, I think that's probably us for us. I appreciate you guys taking your time. I know you're all busy men, and especially start tomorrow, it'll be all go for yous. But we appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to us again, as usual. We wish you all the best for the NZ title. And you guys are taking your truck down too with you, aren't you, Asher, to help people out if they need it as well, I believe?
Yes. So we've got the service truck going with all the welders and gear in it, presses, and then also got the parts trailer with the fast lane and pro parts supply of parts in there. So anyone and everyone who gets stuck, it doesn't matter what car, shape, anything like that, we don't care. We'll get it out there. Our worker's going to come with us, and he's going to run the welder and the presses. So just don't be afraid to come and ask and get some help. I know we've got all the gear there, so let's just make it as best as we can for everyone, not just ourselves.
That's freaking awesome, isn't it, Kins, eh? Wow. You got the haters out there, and yet these guys still do this stuff, It's just, mate.
That's above and beyond. Actually. That's the sport, It's the three guys that deserve the recognition for what they've achieved, obviously, with their podiums. But to go above and beyond, it's like Asher said, it's part of the business. But, mate, they're there to help everyone. Make sure that you get yourself on the track and we all compete at the same, next 2 days. And that's bloody cool.
Well, that's it, You got to thank the club for, or Regan O'Brien gave Peter a call and chucked us a spot in a zone there for the truck to run out of. So yes, and our big thanks to our worker too. He's got a life of his own, so he's taken time out of his life to come and do this. And it is greatly appreciated from our point of view to him. So yeah, just be respectful when it does. If you do need it, there probably will be a line for it. There was in Rotorua at the charity, so it will get to you and it will work. But just bit of time, we'll get there and it'll be done.
That's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
I think we'll leave it on that high note with everything at the moment, and thank all the guests that joined us. Richard and Trudy Aldridge, New Zealand Stock Car Championship next weekend, 212 cars at Stratford.
That's
heaps
crazy.
Of fans. It's crazy.
That's
a lot.
Crazy. That's crazy.
All the best, year 3. Have fun. Have a great weekend. Well, basically that's it. Have fun. Have a great weekend, and bring it on. Tomorrow gets underway with the practice, the shakedown. There will be a lot of action out there as well with the mini stocks and historics. Then, of course, you got between 3 and 5 over the weekend. The solos entertaining on the infield. You got a few of the street stocks as well, and a few other classes and heats going on. Kiwi Motorsport Media, the only place to get the stream.
Yes,
they're actually streaming tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. And don't accept friend requests if you get them from Meeanee Speedway. It's not them that's sending it on through. Sportsmanship at a different level, 100%.
Yeah,
can't say any much more.
100%.
Really.
Yeah, and if we don't put links on our page for live streams either, I did share the Kiwi Media. If you can't find a link for the live stream, if you private message our page, we'll send you the correct link. Okay, so you don't get caught out. So how's that? But thanks, Asher, Ethan, Josh. Wish you all the best. Safe travels, guys, and no doubt we'll catch up at the track.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers. Thank you.
No, thank yous. Good luck, boys. See you on Friday.
Yeah, cheers.
See yous.
Well, Kins, the quality of drivers for this weekend is incredible. And, I mean, we talk about social media can be a nasty piece of work when you think about it. In a way, it attacks people and different things. But you look at that, Pete and Ash are going to take that truck down there and all the spare parts and everything and going to help anybody in the pits. Not just the Rees customers, anybody to get back on the track if they need help. And that's what's great about this sport. you know, that people don't see. It's like when we do our auctions and things like that, and the support from everybody for that as well, you know. Just the family in the sport. There are still good bastards out there, you know.
Oh, 100%, mate. You know, it was awesome to catch up with them. And, you know, our show to talk to 3, 2, and 1 NZ tonight, and also catch up James Buckrell, president for Meeanee Speedway Club, and him thanking everyone. There's a whole lot of people behind the scenes that have been working to get the PTS Logistics New Zealand Superstock Championship underway. I like all the groups, you know, that have been named after Hawke's Bay names. Obviously, Tarrant, Weymouth, Warner, Fareham, Penn, Long, and the list just goes on. It's bloody awesome. Bloody awesome.
And just on a
I think
note
that's a
too,
wrap,
Kins,
mate.
is we are just waiting on one payment left for our auction, and then we're going to do a public handover of the money to Heart Kids. We're just waiting to get one lot of payment of money in, and I have the people. I've got 2 items here that people have bought that I've tried to contact. You know who you are. Contact me so I can get your items, please. I'd like to give you what you've bought. You've paid for them. So please get hold of us. But in the coming weeks, once that final payment comes through, we'll organise a live show to do a live payment of the 20 grand to Heart Kids. So
beautiful.
There you go, people. If you're wondering what was happening with it, we're just waiting for all monies to be received before we can make the payment. Once that's done, it'll go through. So please be patient and we will make that happen.
Wicked. I think that's a wrap for us. We'll be down in Napier tomorrow. Booker's just down the road, literally just down the road. I've got to drive down there. I'll be down there hopefully just after lunchtime. And I know there'll be a lot of traffic out there. And look, talking to traffic, please, the road time, 19, I think it was over the summer holiday period, not good. Just be patient out there. It's not worth passing each other. Leave the racing for the boys on the track over the weekend. Good luck to day 2 at Waharoa Speedway as well, by the way. They had all the mini stocks and North Islands out there, street stocks, adult mini stocks, TQs, quarter midgets. Huge crowd out there. Great for a little grassroots track, and they got day 2 running tomorrow. But I also see the international midgets and sprint cars and everything like that. 6-shooters are all at Bay Park tonight. So that's a pretty well a wrap on the build-up to the PTS Logistics New Zealand Superstocks, which gets underway with shakedown practice 6:30 tomorrow night. Also, the build-up on Friday will be there live, and on the Saturday as well. But safe travels to every one of you. Get there safe and enjoy the big weekend.
Yeah, be safe, people. Thanks for joining in, and we'll see you on the weekend. Thank you.
See you. Welcome along, everyone. What was it like, that experience, jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
Just go out there and give it your every time. And
When you're young and you get in your old man Superstock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Nanny. Look at that field. Doesn't it look fantastic?